I hope you're all doing fine. So yesterday we have talked about the present simple, present progressive, present perfect and present perfect progressive, active voice and the passive voice. So today we are going to see the past tense, okay, and active voice of the past simple, past continuous, past perfect and past perfect progressive. So I want you to concentrate and listen very carefully. So we will deal all this active voice and passive voice of the past tense with examples. Okay children, so yesterday we were talking about the present tense, right? So now we will talk about the past tense. So here I am taking the same here, that is the past simple, active and passive. Okay, so and here I'll come with past simple. Okay, so yesterday we have taken a verb, right? So we have taken a verb, that is eat. So the verb eat, V1, V2, V3 and V4 are eat, ate, eaten, eating. V4, V3, V2, V1. Okay, so now coming to the right children. So now coming to the past simple. So we have taken the example of I ate food. Yesterday we have seen I eat food. So in the past simple already we have learned that it is I ate food. So I ate here in the sense here it is V2. Okay. So now here how you will write the past simple, okay, passive voice of this past simple. So it's very simple actually. So we can see now. Here I ate food. So food will become food eaten by me. So already I have said that in the past tense, what are the helping verbs we use? Was, were and had. So here food is a singular statement. So what we use is here is was. So this is always V3 as we have learned yesterday. It is V3. Okay. So food is the, now actually it was a subject here, object here, but we get the subject here, right? And me, instead of I, we write me. I is equal to me, they is equal to them, we is equal to us, he is equal to him, she is equal to her, and Ravi will stay as Ravi. There is no change here. So this is one of the example I can give for the past simple. Okay. So here one more example we will take here, that is they ate food. So there is no much difference here, right? So they ate food. So here, okay, let me take the example this way. They ate cakes. They ate cakes. So here what happens here, when you write they ate cakes here, cakes will become the subject. So cakes, now cakes is a plural. It's a plural here. So we'll not take was, but we'll take were. Cakes were eaten by them. Okay. So here this is the way you write the active voice and passive voice of the past simple. So when it is plural we use were, when it is singular we use was. So basically again V3 will be used here. So no much complication here. It's very simple. Past simple is as simple as that. So now we'll go ahead with the past progressive. or past continuous or past progressive. So in the present tense we have seen I am eating food. So here it, because it's the past tense, it will become I was eating food. Okay, we'll take one more verb here. We were eating cakes. Okay, we'll take one more example. He was eating ice cream. Okay, I'm taking 3 examples here. Okay, I was eating food. So when it is converted, you write food was, right? Singular was. Now because it is the ing form here, we have taken the ing form here, so it will be being. Food was being eaten by me. So eaten is the V3 here. Okay, we have taken the ing form. We were eating cakes. So again here cakes. Cakes is a plural word, so we take were. Cakes were eaten by us. So we becomes us. So I have written the word called us here. And he was eating ice cream. Okay, so ice cream, because there is only one ice cream I have written here, so was eaten by him. In case if you want to write she, it will become her. Okay, so this is how you complete the past continuous tense. Okay, so now we'll go ahead with the past perfect tense. Past perfect. So here I had. In the present tense we have taken the have and has, right? So in I, with the I we have taken have, but whereas here what the past tense of have? Past tense of have is had. So I have taken the had, the helping verb had here. So I had eaten food. She had eaten cakes. Okay, Ravi had eaten ice cream. So there is also no much change here because all these 3 are in the past tense. So basically if it is a singular or it is a plural, you will only use the had, because in the present tense we had the choice of using has or have, but here has and have, the past tense of the both words is had. So that's why we don't have another choice rather than using the had as a helping verb here, right? So I had eaten food. So here I'm writing here food had been eaten by me. She had eaten cakes. Cakes had. Why are you writing had here? Because it is a past tense of have or has. So cakes had been eaten by me. So Ravi had eaten ice cream. Had been eaten by Ravi. So there is no change in the word called as Ravi because Ravi is a proper noun, so we are not changing it. Okay, so this is the thing. And then coming to the another one. Okay, that is the past perfect progressive or continuous. So what is that? I had been eating food, or she had been eating cakes. Ravi had been eating ice cream. So if you see here, okay, so because this is a past perfect progressive, basically we will not have any passive voice to be written here. So I had been eating food, or she had been eating cakes, or Ravi had been eating ice cream. So we don't have any passive voice to write here. So that's why we come to the end of the past simple, or you can see the active voice and passive voice of the past simple, past continuous, and the past perfect. And whereas when you come to the past perfect progressive, we don't have the passive voice here. Okay, so now we'll come to the future tense. Okay, future tense. So first of all, we'll go ahead with the future simple. So in future simple, I'm writing here, I will eat food. Okay, they will eat cakes. Ravi will eat ice cream. Okay, so these are the future simple active voice. So now how to change that into the passive voice? So it's very simple here. I will eat food. So again, as per the rules we have learned yesterday, food will, because it is a future tense, it is a future tense. So okay, in future tense, what will be using here? We'll be using the will or shall here, right? We'll be either using will or shall here. So I'm taking will here. So this will denote the future tense. So food will eaten by me. Now if you write like this, it doesn't mean anything. So that's why we'll take one more verb here, be form. That is the be form we are taking here. That is, now if you read this sentence properly, food will be eaten by me. So this is the right passive voice for the future simple. So now can you guess the next one? They will eat cakes. Cakes will be eaten by me. Next is Ravi will eat ice cream. So here ice cream will be eaten by Ravi. So this is the active voice and passive voice of the future simple. Okay, now we'll come to the future progressive. So here I will be eating food. They will be eating cakes. Ravi will be eating ice cream. Okay, so here if you take this as examples, now can you convert this into passive voice? Okay, so here future continuous or the future progressive cannot be continued, okay, cannot be written in the passive voice. So we will write here no passive voice. So for future progressive or the future continuous, we don't have any passive voice to be written. So now, so directly we come to the future perfect. So I shall have eaten food. She shall have eaten food. Ravi shall have eaten food. We'll take here they. So if you see this passive voice, I shall have eaten food. So here the passive voice will go like this. Food. Same as you have used in the present and the past future perfects. So food have been. Food shall. Okay. And then because it is a food, we'll not write has here, because in the future only we have to use have. We cannot use has in the future, irrespective of any subject you are taking. If you take any subject, whether it is I, he, we, she, or they, or Ravi, whatever the subject is, so what you will take here is only have. Because it is food, you don't have any choice to take has here, right? Because it is future, what we'll use only is the helping verb, that is have. So here food shall have been eaten by me. So here, okay, I'll take cakes here. Cakes shall have been eaten by them. Next is Ravi shall, food shall have been eaten by Ravi. So this is how you will write the passive voice of the future perfect. Okay, now coming to the last one, that is the future progressive. That is, I shall have been eating food. Okay, they shall have been eating food. Ravi shall have been eating food. So here future perfect progressive also doesn't have any passive voice, so basically I will write here no passive. Like this, four tenses will not have the passive voices. One is the present perfect progressive will not have the passive voice. Past perfect progressive will not have the passive voice, and future progressive also will not have the passive voice. And at last, future perfect progressive also will not have the passive voice. So out of 12 tenses, only 8 tenses has the passive voice and remaining 4 doesn't have the passive voices. So now these 8 tenses are very easy to learn. So this is only active voice and all. Like after this we'll learn the negative, after this we'll learn the interrogative. Okay, so different tenses are there. Even the indirect speech and direct speech also will see the tense forms, active voice and the passive voice forms. So lot of things to be learned, right? So by now, okay, for now what you do is you learn this active voice and passive voice for this given sentences. Okay children, so this is all for today. Okay, see you all next week. Until then, have a great day.